He's on the phone. He's married. He's Mormon. He's a gentleman with 3 children, and he's SSA. He's attracted to men. So, Ty, what do you say to critics who take aim at this show and who insist you're gay, perhaps living a lie?
Well, let me just add that I'm also a marriage and family therapist, so I see this from a lot of different dimensions. And just there's an element people have made. There's this question of authenticity and what does it mean to be authentic and to live an authentic life. And I do think there are tragic stories. Like if someone goes in, I mean, there's some statements that have been made that I think are a little offensive. Like, you know, if you would get married to a woman, she's simply your beard. I think that's offensive. That's not really why I got married. I got married because it's what I wouldn't have got married if I didn't genuinely love and want to be with my wife.
Hang on a second, Ty. Sam had a question for you. Sam?
Ty, okay, so you have children. If one of your children ends up to be gay later on in life, when they're old enough to realize that they're gay, what are you going to do? Are you going to tell them to be SSA, or are you going to accept them for who they are?
Oh, well, that's a complex question because, like, sexuality has so many different dimensions to it. If they say that they're gay and they want to be in a gay relationship, I would say I'm going to love you regardless of what decision you choose. Like, you're mine. You're a part of my family. This is not going to change a thing. But this whole kind of like gay straight divide that seems to pervade, so saturates the pop cultural discussion around this issue is really problematic. Like, for example, one researcher on sexuality, she said we're talking about a really messy phenomenon. This is a lesbian identified researcher who says we're talking about a very messy phenomenon when we talk about sexuality, and we've imposed some artificial joints where there are no joints. And so this idea of just reducing it to this LGBT and that's the only thing that matters, and this LGBT orientation is or LGB in this case, since we're talking about sexuality, is the organizing principle of a healthy, authentic, satisfying relationship. I just believe that that's false. I do believe that there are, for example, there's been some research in some family therapy journals on resilient factors in marriages. I don't think that anybody should just do it for social pressure, for religious pressure, or even kind of pressuring themselves into some ideal. It has to be something someone genuinely wants. It has to be something that they are like any marriage. I mean, again, I'm a therapist, and I work with a lot of heterosexual couples, and I have a way better marriage than most of them. You know, and I think if it's coming from a place of internal desire, there's a rich level of authenticity and intimacy in the relationship. There's a genuine desire to be with that person because you love them, and not just because you're trying to perform socially or wear this quote-unquote beard.
Are you a Mormon then, Ty?
I am a Mormon, yes.
So is that why you chose to get married, because you wanted to adhere to the confines of your religion?
No, I don't necessarily. Well, yes and no. No, in that I don't believe in religious behavioral conformity just for the sake of religious behavioral conformity.
But the Mormons do. That's the whole point.
And guys, we're going to
pray for your salvation.